Hey everyone, welcome to What's Up Wednesdays. My name is Azucena Gonzalez. I'm a realtor with Mojica and Associates here in the Maricopa County, and I'm here to talk about the buyer advisory. But before we get that started, I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing, share my video on my personal page so people can see that we're going live, and also see who comes on here in a second. Okay, because I know what a buyer advisory is. Just trying to make sure that I can provide you with information, whether you or someone you know is interested in buying or selling a home. This is more, probably more of something that a buyer is interested in, or somebody who's a potential buyer, but it's still good to know, you know what I mean? That way, sellers knowing what buyers will do gives them ammunition to, come up with the strategy on how to successfully sell their home. Because, we want to make sure that you sell your home in the timeline that you want, because that's important, because we got stuff to do. We ain't got time to be waiting all day. Hey, I got one person. Hello, you. I don't know who it is yet because it's not telling me. Will it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Okay. Hi. So, again, I'm just sharing. So I hope you all are having a wonderful Wednesday. Man, is it something else with this humidity. It's been killing me. But on the plus side, the silver lining of this all is that it's preparing me for Chicago. This is why I don't live anywhere else. This is why I love living in the desert, because we got this dry heat. Like, some people are like, oh, the dry heat. But I'm like, yes, I'm all for it. I live for the dry heat. Yeah, this humidity, though. So I put lotion on, but I don't know why I bother, because then throughout the day, I noticed that I have like these little islands of water, beadlets of water, aka sweat and moisture and stuff all on my face. As you can tell, I'm super shiny. Have you seen the movie Moana? You know how they're like, 'cause I'm so shiny. Anyways, Victor loves that song. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and get started because, I want to respect your time and everybody else's time. And if you're not able to see it right now live, do not worry. You can always see it on my Facebook page, Azucena Gonzalez Realtor. And or you can also see it on my YouTube channel, Azucena Gonzalez Realtor. It'll pop up there, as well as all the other videos that I've done, including my introduction video and some Zumba, fitness, a little bit of cooking. I'm planning to add more now with the Fit Fridays, but slowly but surely, you'll see it grow. But okay, so we're gonna talk about the buyer advisory. Now, what is the buyer advisory? So the buyer advisory is a document that is super important for buyers. Why? Because it tells you things that you need to be cautious about, that you need to be paying attention to. Now, a lot of people may not have not bought a home before, and that's okay. I recently became a homeowner myself within the past 5 years. Now, that being said, there was a lot of questions that I had, because I was kind of like, holy moly, what does it all entail? And the thing is, so there's some information that is very general in terms of you need to pay for the house and all that kinds of stuff. But there are specifics depending on where you are at, like Arizona. Because, depending on the type of property you have. Hey, Marisol. Depending on the type of property that you have, if it's a lot, does it have water rights and that kind of stuff, especially because, we're in Arizona and we are a dry state. We don't have a lot of water. Hey, Eduardo. So anyways, the buyer advisory, and one thing that you'll notice is that the link is actually on the information side of where my topic is. The reason why I put it there is because I want you to have access to it. It's available in English and Spanish. Okay, so you pick the one that is easier for you to read and look at it. It's a lengthy document. I have it open right here with me. It was last updated last month, so it's pretty current. Let me see, it has 13 pages. So, it's pretty lengthy if you're not used to reading that long, but do not worry. This is why I'm talking about it in advance. That way you can go ahead and be proactive, do your homework, and be a bit more comfortable and knowledgeable about the home buying process and what to look after. Okay, so then it also talks about the limitations of a real estate agent, which is super important because we are very lucky in that you all feel very comfortable to ask us our opinion about certain things and what do you think about this and what do you think about that and this and that. But we do have a limited scope within our field. So if there's any questions about finances, of course that will be to the lender. If there's any questions about the home inspection, that's going to go to the inspector. If there's questions about the appraisal, again, that goes to the appraiser, because we are not qualified to do that. What I'm qualified to do is show you homes, talk to you about the market, talk to you about what your home can potentially be worth, and that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different, and we just do it to make sure that we don't overstep our boundaries, and that way you are providing with the most accurate information at all times. I'm all about that. Many times I have referred my clients like, hey, you know what, thank you for reaching out and asking me, but I will have to refer you to Adriana Diaz with Fairway Now to talk more about your lending options or what have you, okay? Because again, I want you to be 100% with the information that you get. And if I don't know, I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna be like, well, I think that I'm gonna tell you who you should need to talk to so you can get the most accurate information, okay? So the buyer advisory is something that you will get from your realtor usually before you start the home buying process, before you put in the first offer. That way you already know what is up. Because the first part of the home buying process, when it comes to looking at the home, putting in an offer and submitting the offer and doing the inspections, that tends to be the most involving part for the buyer. After that, your agent is working behind the scenes, making sure that you sign what you need to sign, that you know exactly what is going on, getting in touch with their lender, relaying documents to title and that kind of stuff, negotiating on your behalf. Okay. So then it has a table of contents, that way you can go ahead and see different topics that the buyer advisory covers. And that's super important because you're probably like, oh, well, I already know about, you know, the purchase contract, or I know there's some sort of contract involved, or my house doesn't have an HOA, so I'm not worried about the disclosure. But say it's the first time you're buying a certain investment property and you didn't know about water and well issues, you don't have to worry about it because the buyer advisory covers it. It really is a go-to for a lot of questions that you may have. Because not only does the buyer advisory give you information, it also refers you to different sources where the information is obtained from, and that source can provide you with much more information because, again, we're sending you to the people who know what they're talking about, because that's what it's all about, making sure that the information is accurate. So I'm just gonna keep going through it a little bit more. It also tells you the documents you should review, because I think sometimes it's really easy for us to kind of go on autopilot, and how we send you the documents to sign is super easy. We used to joke, or the instructor used to joke on in real estate school, that clients a lot of times will spend a lot of time going over what the text they're going to use is for their signature, and I laughed in my head because I was like, yeah, that was me. I was like, oh, but that's not how I do my A's, and oh, this one looks so pretty, but I think this one. So then we get caught up on what the font looks like, and sometimes we don't pay as much attention to what we're signing. Okay, so as your realtor, I would always make sure to give you a summary of what you're signing, either whether it be through email or text. That way you have it so you can refer to it at whatever occasion you'd like. But also so you again know what you're signing in case you oversaw it or didn't understand something. Again, I'm there to simplify everything as much as I can. So the things that it tells you to review are obviously the purchase contract, the MLS printout, which is basically the listing that has all the information about the house. Like the seller property disclosure statement, that's pretty important because it's going to tell you about what the seller knows about the condition of the house, you know. Anyways, it also gives some, let's see. I'm looking over really quickly. And again, it breaks down different counties here. So you don't have to worry. If you're not in Maricopa County, boo, don't worry. This covers Apache, Coconino, Graham, La Paz, Mojave, Pima, Santa Cruz, Yuma, Cochise. Cochise. Anyways, I'm sorry. Gila, Greenlee, Maricopa, Navajo, Pinal, and Yavapai. Okay, so it covers all of them. So this is pretty much applicable to Arizona statewide. Anyways, so this is the document where you're like, I'm thinking about buying a home. What should I do? Read this document. Like, it's really helpful. And like I said, it's available in both English and Spanish. You just click on the link that I provided there on the side and you are good to go. And you don't have to worry about, is it going to be out of date? Because it's on the website of, what website is it on? It's on the Arizona Association of Realtors. So you know that document is updated whenever it's needed, because we got to make sure, again, that we do our due diligence and that you get the information that you need. Now, I'm not going to go through everything that the buyer advisory has, because that's a lot of information. And I'm not trying to bore you to death. But if you do have any questions about anything that you come across on the buyer advisory, please let me know. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help in any way that I can. And again, hey, Steven, I'm all about making sure that my buyers know what is going on. I don't like people to live in doubt. Do not live in doubt with me, because I like to be blunt and upfront and make sure that we all know what we all know, okay? That being said, stay tuned for my Fit Fridays video. That will still be happening, of course, on Friday, even though I'll be in Chicago. I'm leaving to Chicago tonight, and I'll be back Monday, so you should still see the blogs and all that kind of good stuff. But don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'm still available through text, through email, through phone call. I may not get back to you as quickly as I normally would, but I will definitely get back to you whenever I get a chance, okay? Like, I'll steal away to the bathroom and be like, oh my God, what is going on? Cause yeah, I'm the type of person, and kind of like my broker, where if I see a message, I'm like, what is it? Like, I want to know what it is. Like, if you're gonna surprise me, don't tell me I have a surprise for you, because then I'm gonna be like, what is it? What is it? What is it? So anyways, but that's it for the buyer advisory. Again, it's there. If you're looking for it in another language, let me know. We can try to figure it out. Again, I want to make sure that you know what is going on. I also wanted to point out there, so I know I mentioned that the buyer advisory is applicable statewide. What I do want to say is that as realtors, I can help you whether you're moving in or out of state as well. So let me help you make that process a smoother one. You know, I know moving out of state, even if it's down the block, can be quite the event. So moving out of state can be more of the event, you know, because you're traveling to a long distance, sometimes to a place that you know, sometimes to a place you don't know, and that kind of stuff. So I want to make sure, again, that you have the best experience possible when it comes to that, because it can be stressful enough as it is. So, yes. Anyways, I'm going to let you all go. But again, any questions, I'm available. Just this morning, I was leaving the gym. One of my friends, I call them my friends, from the front desk of the gym, they're like, hey, you're a realtor? And I was like, yes, I am. How can I help you? And they had questions about real estate. Dude, if you have questions about real estate or how to become a realtor, ask me too. I'm not afraid. Let's talk. Do you want to know how to be a realtor? Do you want to know blah, blah, blah? Like I said, let's talk. I know that one of the reasons why I got in the field was because the realtor who sold me and my husband our house had that conversation with me. It was a long conversation. But anyways, a very pleasant one, and here I am now today. So yes, talk to me. I'm here for you, boo-boo, seriously. I'm like, just kidding. Anyways, well, I'm gonna let y'all go, but have a lovely Wednesday, and I will see you all soon. Bye.